State versus Joseph Birmingham, 16-18. Charge of possession of paraphernalia. And it looks like he's appearing for an arraignment. Yes, sir.
And I met with Mr. Birmingham yesterday. We've not finalized our arrangements. I was going to see if we could have him set for attorney status. I'd go ahead and waive reading of the information or plea of not guilty today. Though.
Okay, we'll enter a plea of not guilty. Looks like it's Judge Webb's case. He'll be here February 4th at 9 o'clock.
That'll be fine. Thank you, Judge.
Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Okay. Thank you, sir. Case 16-14, State versus Jonathan Reed, and he's charged with possession of paraphernalia, criminal use of a prohibited weapon, and some traffic violations. And it looks as though he is appearing for an arraignment. Is that right?
Your Honor, he has filled out paperwork, and we'll give that to you when we complete the docket. It appears, Your Honor, that he certainly will qualify. I know Mr. Reed. I would enter a plea of not guilty on the 16-14 case, and a plea of not true on the revocation matter 15-42.
Okay, I don't have that on my list. 15.
Judge, I don't think you've got that revocation yet. That's in the works.
Okay, okay. We'll enter a plea of not guilty on 16-14. Appoint the public defender and have Mr. Reed appear before Judge Webb on February 4th at 9 o'clock. Anything else?
No, Your Honor.
Okay, thank you, sir.
Is there any
All we
way
do today? Yes, sir.
Is there any way I can get back out on bond, have it reinstated, or have a bond?
Say that again, please.
Is there any way I can get my bond reinstated or get bond, or?
Oh, let me see here.
I had called in and had rescheduled it.
When did you reschedule it to?
It was the following week that I called in and there was somebody sick, then they rescheduled it again.
To what? When? When did they reschedule it to?
The date I came in.
And you were
I
arrested
actually
at that
went to see
time?
them. I came in to see them.
Were you arrested when you came in?
Yes.
Okay, I'll let probation look into that and see if there's just some misunderstanding. And if you'll remind me of that, Mr. Cooper, we'll try to address that before I leave today.
All right.
Okay. Okay, we'll look into it. If it's just a mistake, we'll try to do the right thing. Okay. That's all we can do at this moment, though. Thank you. 16-13, State versus Shannon Cooper, charged with forgery. And it looks like you're here for an arraignment.
Yes, sir.
Have you made an application to public defender, or are you going to hire a lawyer?
I'm holding it in my hand. I have to turn into a guard.
Okay. Is she one that we think might apply, or might qualify, rather?
She says she has it.
Okay.
Mr. Daly spoke with her and she.
Okay. All right, ma'am, I'll appoint the public defender's office to represent you. And as I said, you're appearing here for an arraignment. And how does she plead?
Not guilty, Your Honor.
Okay. I'll enter a plea of not guilty. Your next appearance will be on March 24th at 10 o'clock a.m. Anything else we need to address?
Judge, I would just like to make sure that her bond is at $2,500.
That's what this box says.
Okay. As long as that's the case, I don't think we have anything else to
Okay.
take up today.
Well, thank you, ma'am.
Thank you.
As I said, this is 1611 State versus Nicholas Garbinski. Non-support is the charge. And it looks like you're appearing for arraignment. Do you intend to hire a lawyer or make application to the public defender's office?
No, I was hoping to go ahead and come over and resolve all this today because I have actually been helping my daughter, but it just wasn't through the right channels, I guess.
Would you repeat that, sir?
I said I'd like to come and resolve this today because I have been helping support my daughter. It's just I guess I wasn't going through the proper channels. So I mean.
Okay. All right. Well, let's transport him over to the courthouse. Maybe we can find out more about his case.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay. State versus Michael Daly, 16-12. Charged with terroristic threatening. And it looks like he's appearing for an arraignment also.
He is, Your Honor. He's applied. It looks like he will qualify.
Okay.
We would waive reading of the information in our plea of not guilty and request to be heard on bond.
Okay, we'll enter that plea of not guilty. And go ahead and speak about bond.
Your Honor, I was with Mr. Daly at his 8.1 hearing in front of Judge Gearhart. I remember reading the allegations in this case. While not savory, I don't think that they disqualify him from a OR bond. He had made the allegations that he made a threat to someone over the telephone. And I think that based on his age, based on his ties to this community, that he should be released on his own recognizance until the trial of this matter, until it can be resolved.
What's the state's position?
Your Honor, there were allegations, even though they were on the phone, there's an allegation that this man stated to a victim that you just signed your death warrant. He repeated that.
Well,
Judge,
on
I
its
think
face, that doesn't sound good, but
Well, Judge, his bond is set at $10,000. The only thing I would like is certainly any component of that bond, if you want to reduce it, I don't know that the posting of money is going to assist anybody in an emotional situation. So Mr. Bailey's right in that sense. But I sure would like something that allows these victims, these people that didn't get a phone call, including this person, didn't get a phone call from anyone saying, you signed your death warrant, some assurance that this man's not around.
what's the relationship to the person who was allegedly threatened?
I think it was the father of an ex-girlfriend or something like that. Judge, it appears from the allegation that the allegation is that it was the father of an ex-girlfriend or something similar to that he was speaking to on the telephone. So not a complete stranger, but.
At this moment, I'm going to leave the bond where it's at, but no contact with the victim, whatever the bond results in.